As the regular season winds down, the Charlottesville Tom Sox are headed into the playoffs for the second time in as many years. And as they head into the postseason, they have some difficult decisions to make in terms of who's going to be playing. And the toughest of those choices might be coming on the mound, as the Tom Sox, like a lot of other Valley Baseball League teams, have had to deal with a fair amount of mid-season pitching turnover. But there's one pitcher who's been here since the very beginning of the summer and has settled into a very key role for the Tom Sox, and that's Wake Forest Antonio Menendez. Menendez has been one of the Tom Sox most reliable closers for pretty much the entire summer. In 23 innings pitched, he's put up 36 strikeouts compared to just 11 walks and 5 earned runs. You can see why he's picked up 3 saves so far on the season. But lately, Menendez has been pitching more than just 1 or 2 innings at the end of a game. We talked with Antonio about how his role with the team is developing as we head into the postseason, right here on Tom Sox TV. So did you come into the summer expecting to take on the role of a closer? How does that compare to what you've been doing at Wake Forest?
So at Wake this year, I was kind of just a right-on-right specialist reliever. I knew that coming into the summer, I needed to improve on throwing strikes. I had a lot of walks this year, which I really needed to improve on. So I came here with the expectation that I'm going to come in, whatever innings I get, I'm going to take advantage of and try and get better day to day. Just because of my arm slot, I think I'm kind of expected to be a reliever or closer role. And I got put in the role, and I was able to be successful, and my teammates behind me were able to score runs and give me some saves, so it's worked out so far. But my expectations were just to come in and take advantage of whatever innings I got.
How do you think the mentality of what you do compares to that of a starting pitcher?
So as a closer, you have to have the mentality to come in and almost have a locked in and really confident mentality compared to a starter. I mean, everybody has to have confidence when they're out there pitching, but as a starter, you kind of have to have a long haul mentality. If you give up a run here and there, you have to minimize. But as a closer, your job is to go in and shut the game down, and your teammates behind you have to have the confidence in you that the game's over. And it's nice to hear when guys behind you say that when you get out there on the mound, everyone thinks the game's over. So there's a little bit difference, and as a starter, you think about the long haul and minimizing mistakes, but as a closer, you want to get in there and just...
Is there anything you'll be taking away from what you learned this summer back to Wake Forest in the spring?
Yeah, so to metal bats, a lot of the times you'll have balls hit off the end of the bat that are flare singles or things like that, but a lot of times now those balls here are broken bats, ground ball outs, and you kind of pitch to your advantage. A lot of guys from college to summer ball aren't used to wooden bats, so it takes a while for them to get used to that, and you can kind of manipulate pitches in different ways to try and take advantage of that.
Has that helped you in your job? Like you mentioned earlier, you have a really high strikeout to walk ratio so far this summer.
Yeah, absolutely. So a lot of times with pitches like fastballs, I try and go in on guys because a lot of the time, especially with a wood bat, getting jammed is definitely a lot more painful on their hands. They don't really like that feeling of breaking a bat, so I try and take advantage of that and kind of just the fear of getting balls in on people and then using my slider away just to mix things up. I think the wood bat definitely helps in terms of my pitching.
And lastly, how would you describe this Tom Sox team?
If I can put it in one word, it's been fun. It's been a lot of fun. Baseball at school is really stressful because you're on TV, you're playing against really good players, and sometimes all that stress really gets under your skin. But here you're able to go out and have fun, play with some really good players, meet new guys, experience some new things, and go out and just get better day to day. So overall, it's just been really fun.
All right, thank you so much.
Awesome, thank you.